All right, and as you can see, this is after I've already primed them up. I got oil all the way up to all of them. All right, it took several different times of letting this thing fill up and go down again. On this side, this right here was the last one to go. Or on this side here, these two, and then these two are the last two to go. So yeah, so I got oil all of them. I know I got them all primed up. All the lifters are now primed up. Got oil in it, so I know that their oil is flowing from the top all the way to the bottom. So now the next thing to do is take all this stuff off of it. All right, and that pump does 40 pounds of pressure with this drill, you know, all in. And all I do is just let it catch. If I had a bigger plan, it's probably be a bigger bucket that, you know, I had something that comes out there and right back into the bucket where it's a little more cleaner. I made a mess over there because this wasn't tightened up all the way, and so forth, so on. I'll one cycle, right? It'll pull all the oil out and push all the way up in here, and then I'll rotate it either one full turn or a half turn, let this thing hang back down. But it's just to get, I wouldn't say different pressures, but also to let it rotate to move any of that, anything hard in there away, I guess. If the lifters are pushing too far on, it's pushing up against the can where it's not wanting to spin easily. I'll spin it and let it get oil on the other side of it rather than being dry over one side because it's laid up against it. If that makes any sense. So there it is. I'll let it finish draining out, and then let the thing up. Almost ready to put it back in the car. I'll go ahead and get that bolted to this. Got to check the clearance for that. Make sure that clutch has got enough space in it. But I have this thing here. It's a remote bleed for this, so I'm going to be pulling this out. It looks nasty anyway. Pull this out, and then putting this thing in here, and then we'll start checking for clearances on the back of this. Still got to put these dowel pins in. I got two new ones. Put that in. Get this thing rolling.